Hello, good evening. Today we are going to present our paper. The title is Determinant of Tax Avoidance Behavior and Empirical Studies of Manufacturing Sector List on Indonesian Stock Exchange. This paper was written by three authors, Maria Yanida, Lelo Sintani, and myself, Endra Gunawan.
Hi, I'm Maria Yanida. I'm gonna be present the paper. The title is Determinant of Tax Avoidance Behavior and Empirical Studies of Manufacturing Sector List on Indonesian Stock Exchange. This paper present to International Conference on Innovation in Social Sciences and Education. Now let's begin into the introduction. Okay, introduction. Tax is one of the biggest government revenues. Prasetyo, 2016. The government revenue from tax is targeted to increase from year to year. Hence, government trying to improve and create perfect tax and general regulation in Indonesia to increase tax revenue. Therefore, in implementation, the taxpayer and government take different interests about tax payment. According to taxpayer, tax is one way to reduce profits or revenue, resulting in taxpayer taking advantage of anything to gain minimum tax payment. Meanwhile, the government wants tax revenue to increase every year. The difference in interest causes taxpayer prone to reduce tax payment. Based on agency theory, there is a conflict of interest between the government and the taxpayer, which creates a conflict about the practice of tax avoidance carried out by taxpayers in the framework of their tax burden. If viewed from the other side, the main purpose of the company is to get the maximum profit to achieve the welfare of the company's shareholders. So, that is becomes the basis of the company in carrying out tax avoidance. Tax avoidance actions are carried out with the intention that the company can achieve its main goal of optimizing profit, which are expected to have an impact on increasing the competitiveness of the company. It is also to be able to fulfill its responsibilities as a taxpayer to the government as being one of the company's stakeholders. One factor affecting tax avoidance is fiscal loss compensation. The presence or absence of fiscal loss compensation will not affect tax avoidance because if a fiscal loss is found for the previous tax year, the company will still cover the loss with the net profit obtained by the company in the following year. This indicates that the existence of compensations for losses does not fully declare the company gets relief for not paying tax at all to avoid the tax burden. But the company still pays the tax debt if the following year obtain sufficient net profit and can be used as compensation for fiscal losses. Another factor is sales growth, namely change in sales in the financial statement per year, which can reflect the company's prospect. If the company's sales growth increases, profitability will also increase and the company's performance will be better. It is because with the increasing profitability of the company, the profit of a company will also increases, which can encourage increased sales growth from year to year. This study aims 1. To determine and analyze the effect of fiscal loss compensation and on tax avoidance, and second, to find out and analyze the effect of sales growth on tax avoidance. Agency theory is a cooperative relationship in a contract where one or more people as the owner or principal and company management or agent. It is where the principal delegates authority to the agent to manage the company and make decisions. Compensations for fiscal losses received by the company will definitely reduce the tax burden that must be paid by the company. Even if the company does not pay taxes at all, the profits earned by the company the following year have to cover the company's fiscal losses in the previous year. Based on research conducted by Milhanuddin 2017 on fiscal loss compensation, it proves that fiscal loss compensation has no effect on the tax avoidance. Companies that have lost money in one accounting period are given relief to pay their taxes. The loss can be compensated for the next 5 years, and company profits will be used to reduce the amount of compensation for the loss. As a result, during these 5 years, the company will avoid the tax burden because taxable profits will be used to reduce the amount of compensation for the company's losses. Therefore, the first hypothesis in this study is the effect of fiscal loss compensation on tax avoidance. According to Nafis et al. 2017, sales growth partially influences tax avoidance. Logically, when sales growth increases, companies tend to get large profit as well. Therefore, companies will tend to do tax avoidance in order to minimize taxes that must be paid to the government. Based on the description, the second hypothesis in this study is as follows: the partial effect sales growth on tax avoidance. The sample in this study were 20 manufacturing companies listed on the Indonesian Stock Exchange in 2014 to 2018. This study was analyzed by multiple regression using the SPSS program. The variables in this study consisted of independent and dependent variables. Fiscal loss compensation is calculated using a dummy variable with the regulation of fiscal loss compensation. 1 if there is a fiscal loss compensation, and 0 if there is no fiscal loss compensation. Sales growth and tax avoidance formula you can see on our slide. Table in slideshow explains results of our study. The first hypothesis shows the result that partial fiscal loss compensation has no effect on tax avoidance. This means that the presence or absence of fiscal loss compensation will not affect tax avoidance, because if a fiscal loss is found for the previous tax year, the company will still cover the loss with the net profit obtained by the company in the following year. The second hypothesis is accepted so that sales growth partially influences tax avoidance. Logically, when sales growth increases, companies tend to get large profits as well. Therefore, companies will tend to do tax avoidance in order to minimize taxes that must be paid to the government. Conclusion: based on the results of the analysis that has been done, fiscal loss compensation has no effect on tax avoidance. Fiscal loss compensation is compensation made by taxpayers who have recorded a loss, and compensation will be made in the following year. Sales growth affect tax avoidance. If sales growth in a company increases, tax avoidance measures taken by the company also tend to increase.
That's our presentation. Thank you so much for your attention.